President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has restated the determination of his administration to fast-track approvals for viable infrastructural projects in the country, saying what matters to the average Nigerian is the availability of basic infrastructure such as power, roads, health facilities, and quality schools. Accordingly, he called for a more strengthened public-private sector partnership that emphasizes innovation, efficiency, commitment, and integrity above mere capital and investments. President Tinubu, who was represented at the summit by Vice President Kashim Shettima, said, "We need more than investment. We need more innovation. We need efficiency, and above all, we need integrity." He urges everyone involved to look beyond the risk and recognize the immense opportunity to shape a nation that is not just rising but ready. Observing that the 21st century economy cannot be built on 20th century infrastructure, the Nigerian leader pointed out that the old model of public-only infrastructure funding is no longer sustainable. He reaffirmed that the administration is still fully committed to that very public-private partnership that is passionate about delivering sustainable and inclusive infrastructure. Declaring the summit open, the president urged participants to ensure the event is remembered not for fine speeches, but for bankable projects, signed deals, and enduring progress. Earlier, Minister of Interior Mr. Tunji Ojo commended the ICRC for championing game-changing projects across diverse sectors, noting that with President Tinubu and Vice President Shettima in the saddle, Nigeria is taking its rightful place in the Committee of Nations. In his remarks, Director General of the ICRC, Dr. Jobson Ewalefo, said the summit is a rallying call for transformation, a platform for strategic convergence, and a bridge between national aspirations and tangible development. On her part, Regional Director of Central Africa and Anglophone West Africa, Dalia Khalifa, applauded the ongoing reform in Nigeria's PPP framework, acknowledging IFC's collaboration with authorities across key sectors to achieve the country's overall objectives and strengthening the existing relationship between the organization and Nigeria. Also, Vice President for Private Sector Infrastructure and Industrialization at the African Development Bank, Solomon Quaino, said the theme of the summit implies that partnerships are not just optional, but are essential. On his part, Director of Global Health Project Preparation, African Export-Import Bank, Zito Alfayo, explained that the government's limited fiscal space has necessitated PPPs, saying the federal government's bold market reforms have positioned Nigeria to absorb the shocks of the outside world.
The old model of public-only infrastructure funding is no longer sustainable. Our national aspirations far exceed what public budgets alone can deliver. That is why we must innovate and why we must work together. We are not looking for investors to carry burdens, no. We are offering opportunities to create value. We seek long-term partners who are ready to help us bridge our infrastructure gap with purpose and precision.
It is truly an honor to be here, not just to deliver remarks, but to affirm our shared commitment to unlocking Nigeria's full potential through ambitious and well-executed public-private partnerships. This summit brings together people who can make it happen, policymakers, investors, and key institutions. And what at stake is very clear. We collectively need to work together to accelerate growth, improve service delivery, and the essential services to all Nigerians.
It is a testament to Nigeria's readiness to lead, not just to follow, in the evolving global PPP ecosystem. Let me at this point assure our local and international investors that Nigeria is open for business, and more importantly, ready for partnership.
And under this particular administration, we can see what is happening. The infrastructural reforms, it's like rewriting history. It's like starting, it's like rebranding the destiny of Nigeria. We can see the Lagos Calabar Coastal Road, we can see what is happening. We can see what is happening with our power sector. We can see what is happening at our airports. We can see what is happening at our immigration points. We can see what is happening with the power sector. We can see what is happening even within the medical sector.